Christopher Smith, the superhero known as the Peacemaker, made his comic book debut in March of 1967 for Charlatan Comics. They were a low-budget comic publisher that focused on a wide range of genres that would go out of business in the mid-1980s and have most of its superhero characters snatched up by DC. The Peacemaker is a very interesting and unique character. I mentioned that he is a superhero, and technically speaking, that's how he presents himself, that's how he views himself, but his actions are not those you would see from a prototypical hero. Sure, he's got a fancy costume, nice and colorful, he looks approachable, and he fights for peace and love, donning an insignia of a dove, which seems so pleasant and tranquil, but deep down there's a lot of darkness there, a lot of violence and aggression. This man has inner demons, quite a lot of them, and they rear their ugly heads on a constant basis. Peacemaker is an extremist pacifist in that he is motivated by peace, wants to end war so badly that he is willing to end lives to accomplish it, using the high-tech weapons in his arsenal. On paper, it all sounds like an oxymoron, very counterintuitive towards what he sets out to do. Why kill people if you want to stop all the fighting, stop all the war? It doesn't seem to make any sense, does it? But Smith understands the harsh consequences of war all too well. He has seen the dark underbelly of conflict and the evil human beings are capable of. He had been born Christopher Schmidt within a German family. His father was a Nazi that had commanded a concentration camp during World War II that would take the cowardly way out following the war and commit suicide right in front of Christopher in order to escape prosecution, be tried for his war crimes. When Chris turned 18, he would enlist in the Vietnam War, believing he was doing his country a favor, but due to an error for military intelligence, he and his team were sent in to massacre an entire village of innocent people. The government he had been fighting alongside, fighting for, would throw him under the bus, blame him for the killings, and he would be sent to prison for what appeared to be life. However, Smith would be given parole on the condition he would take part in the government's top-secret Project Peacemaker, which was intended to be a special police force to fight against terrorism. The program would be shut down before it officially took off the ground, though, and Chris was released from prison regardless. Due to his troubled past and upbringing, Smith would develop bipolar disorder as well as schizophrenia. When he became the Peacemaker in a personal attempt to accomplish world peace, he would slowly grow increasingly more violent and insane, believing the souls of those he couldn't save lived in his helmet and were talking to him. He would also be constantly harassed and berated by the spirit of his father, who urges him to embrace a lot of his violent and extreme thoughts. Now, I wouldn't consider the Peacemaker to be a straight-up villain. He's more of a vigilante, an anti-hero. He values and fights for a lot of things your average Boy Scout hero would. It's just that he cuts a few corners, breaks a few laws along the way. He views violence as a necessary sacrifice he has to make in order to achieve peace. It's a means to an end. He has to administer a little tough love, so to speak, to get the job done at times. All it takes is a little force. What do you make of Peacemaker? Do you think he's a character with a lot of potential? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to be notified of all the future content I release. I will see you all in the next one. Take care and stay nerdy.